Welcome to Vibrant Life After 50 Plus, a space created just for you. Not to remind you of what's behind, but to gently walk with you toward everything still ahead. Maybe you've just retired. Or maybe you've been retired for years. Either way, your days look a little different now, don't they? There are no more alarm clocks at dawn, no rushing to beat traffic, no endless meetings that blur into one another. The hustle has quieted down. The house feels still. Sometimes it's peaceful, deeply peaceful. But other times, it can feel a bit too quiet. Some mornings, you might wake up and wonder, what now? Where do I belong? Who needs me today? You're not the only one asking those questions. Millions of older adults across America feel the same way. After decades of caring for others, managing responsibilities, and being needed constantly, it can feel strange to suddenly have open hours and open space. But here's something beautiful to remember. This chapter of life is not the end of your story. It's a brand new beginning, and it's yours to write. You see, aging isn't about fading away. It's about becoming even more yourself. More honest. More present. More free. You've lived, you've learned, and now you get to choose what kind of days you want to fill your life with. So let me ask you. When was the last time you laughed with someone until your sides hurt? When was the last time you learned something new, just for the fun of it? When was the last time you felt like you were part of a community, truly seen, truly heard? If it's been a while, don't worry. Today can be the day that starts to change. In this episode, I'm going to share with you 6 heartfelt, simple, and joyful community activities that are helping thousands of people over 50, just like you, feel more connected, more active, and more alive. These are not just hobbies. They're doorways. They're invitations back into life. And no, you don't need to be super outgoing or full of energy to join in. You just need a spark of curiosity and the courage to take that first small step. So let's do this together. Pour yourself a warm cup of tea or coffee. Pull that cozy blanket over your knees. Sit back. Relax. This is your time now. And I'm so glad you're here. So, why community activities? Why now? You might be wondering, do I really need to join something? I'm okay just staying home. And yes, home can be comforting, familiar, safe. But over time, too much stillness, too much solitude, can quietly chip away at our joy. Not all at once, but little by little. You start skipping social invitations. You turn the TV on just for background noise. You go days, sometimes weeks, without a truly meaningful conversation. And before you know it, that gentle peace becomes a quiet ache. Not sadness exactly, just an invisible kind of emptiness. But it doesn't have to be that way. Joining a community group, a local class, or even a simple weekly meetup can breathe new life into your routine. It's not about being busy, it's about feeling connected. Feeling alive. Like you still matter. Because you do. Let's talk about why these kinds of activities are so powerful, especially after retirement. Why joining community activities after retirement matters. They help you stay socially connected, and that means less loneliness and a lower risk of depression. After retirement, it's easy to lose the built-in social life that work or raising a family used to bring. But humans aren't meant to be isolated. We thrive on small talks, shared laughter, and just knowing someone is happy to see us. Community activities bring those warm human moments back into your life. They keep your brain active, reducing the risk of memory decline. Every time you learn a new skill, meet new people, or even just follow a regular routine, your brain lights up in healthy ways. It's like going to the gym, but for your mind. Studies show that seniors who stay mentally and socially engaged tend to have better cognitive health in the long run. They create structure, helping you build positive daily habits. Having something to look forward to each week, whether it's a book club, a walking group, or a pottery class, gives your days a healthy rhythm. It's a reason to get up, get dressed, and step out into the world with purpose. Most importantly, they remind you that you still matter. That you're not just getting by, you're truly living. Being part of something bigger, offering your presence, your wisdom, your smile, that's powerful. Whether you're volunteering, mentoring, learning, or simply showing up, you're adding something real to the lives of others. And that feeling? That's what keeps the heart young. Alright, so where do we begin? You don't need to make a big, dramatic change. Sometimes, it's the simplest acts, done with care and consistency, that open the biggest doors. Let me share with you one of the most meaningful ways older adults across America are reconnecting with life after retirement. Volunteer at your local library, senior center, or hospital. There's something truly special about helping others, especially when you do it not because you have to, but because you want to. Whether it's reading stories to children at the library, spending a few hours chatting with residents at a nursing home, or offering a comforting smile at the front desk of a hospital, these moments matter. And not just to those you help, they matter to you. Volunteering gives you something powerful. A reason to get up in the morning. A sense of purpose. A quiet pride that says, I still have something to give. And it's making a difference. Many older volunteers have shared something beautiful. After just a few weeks of volunteering, I felt lighter. Happier. I stopped dwelling on the negative. I started sleeping better. I felt like myself again. It's not about being a hero. It's about being present, with a kind heart and open hands. And the best part? You choose how much time you give. Even just one afternoon a week can brighten someone's day, and yours, too. And if giving your time to others feels good, imagine what happens when you give a little time back to yourself. After all those years of putting others first, kids, work, bills, life, maybe now it's finally your turn. To explore. To express. To create just for the joy of it. Think about it, when was the last time you tried something just because it sounded fun? Now's the perfect time to rediscover that spark. Many community centers, libraries, and local colleges now offer gentle-paced, friendly classes made especially for folks over 50. No pressure, no grades, just growth, connection, and a lot of smiles. You could try painting even if you haven't held a brush since grade school. Or pick up guitar, strumming along to those old favorites you loved in your 20s. Maybe give pottery a whirl, feeling the clay in your hands, shaping something from nothing. Or explore needlework, knitting, or crafting with recycled materials, turning everyday things into beautiful, meaningful creations. The best part? It's not about how good you are. It's about showing up, growing, stretching your mind and hands in new ways. It's about saying to yourself, I'm still learning. I'm still becoming. Because when we stop learning, life gets smaller. But when we keep exploring, even just a little, life stays wide open. And who knows? You might just discover a hidden talent, or at least have a whole lot of fun trying. And while feeding your creativity is important, let's not forget to take care of the one thing that carries you through every single day, your body. Because no matter how many birthdays we've celebrated, our bodies still respond to movement. Still crave it. Still benefit from it, in ways you might not even realize. You don't have to run marathons. You don't need fancy gym clothes or expensive equipment. Sometimes, all it takes is a gentle stretch, a deep breath, and a few friendly faces around you. Picture this, it's a crisp morning. The sun is rising. Birds are singing. You're at the park with a small group, maybe doing light yoga, tai chi, or simply walking side by side, sharing stories along the way. It's peaceful. It's healing. And it's doing wonders for your heart, lungs, joints, and even your mood. Just 30 minutes a day, even a few times a week, can boost your circulation, strengthen your muscles, and lift that cloud that sometimes creeps in after retirement. And here's the magic part. When you move your body in a group, something special happens. You laugh more. You feel supported. You remember that even in small movements, you're still part of something bigger. Some folks say it's the best part of their day, not just for the exercise, but for the companionship. So why not give it a try? Your body, and your spirit, will thank you. And after you've stretched your body under the morning sun, how about stretching your mind with a good story? There's something timeless, almost magical, about getting lost in a book. Or laughing, crying, and wandering through a film that moves you. And it becomes even more special when you share that experience with others. If you're a book lover, or just someone who enjoys a good story, this one's for you. Many local libraries, community centers, and even online forums now offer book clubs tailored for older adults. You read one book a week, or every 2 weeks, then gather with others, in person or on Zoom, to talk about it. No pressure. Just heartfelt conversation. Not into books? No problem. Movie clubs are growing in popularity too. Watch a classic film, a new release, or a documentary, and then come together to share your thoughts, memories it stirred up, or even debate the ending. Why does this matter? Because it keeps your brain sharp. It encourages reflection. And maybe most importantly, it reminds you that your voice, your perspective, your life experience, still matter. In every chapter. In every scene. And who knows? You might find a friend who shares your love for historical fiction, mysteries, or old black and white films. So go ahead, pick up that book, or press play. Then join the conversation. Your mind will thank you. And your heart will be glad you did. And now, let's turn up the music just a little. Because sometimes, the best way to feel young again, is to move like no one's watching. Even just a few steps. A gentle sway. A little rhythm in your day can bring so much joy. Try a light dance class, line dancing, gentle ballroom, or just moving to the music. Don't worry, you don't need to be Fred Astaire or Ginger Rogers. These dance classes are made just for you, fun, low impact, and full of laughter. Community centers across the country offer line dancing, light ballroom, or slow Latin classes specifically for older adults. No high heels. No fast spins. Just simple steps, good music, and a welcoming group of people moving together. Some folks come for the fitness. Some come just to shake off the stress. And many come for the smiles, the friendly hello, and maybe the chance to meet someone new. One woman in her 60s once said after her first class, "I haven't laughed this much in years. I forgot what it feels like to dance just for fun." Because dancing isn't just about movement. It's about freedom. About reconnecting with the rhythm inside you, the one that says, "I'm still here. I still love life." So put on those comfy shoes, bring a water bottle, and come as you are. Whether you've got 2 left feet or haven't danced in decades, there's a spot on the dance floor just for you. And finally, if your heart is calling for something a little bigger, maybe it's time to pack a small bag and see somewhere new. Because it's never too late for adventure. In fact, this chapter of life might just be the perfect time for it. Yes, travel. You're not too old. You're not too late. And no, you don't have to go it alone. There are now thousands of senior-friendly tours designed especially for folks over 50, 60, even 70. These aren't whirlwind trips, they're gentle, well-paced, full of comfort, companionship, and joy. Imagine this. A cozy bus winding through the fall colors of New England. A river cruise down the Mississippi, with jazz playing softly in the background. A weekend retreat in the mountains, sipping coffee at sunrise with new friends beside you. These trips aren't just about the places. They're about the people. The stories shared over dinner. The laughter in the hotel lobby. The feeling of stepping into something new, together. Many seniors say group travel brought back their sense of wonder. It gave them something to look forward to. It reminded them that the world is still open, and so are they. So if you're healthy, curious, and ready for a little, or big, adventure, why not say yes? Your suitcase might be small, but the memories you bring home? They'll last forever. Maybe you're still wondering. All of this sounds nice, but can something this small really make a difference? Let me share with you a real story, one I'll never forget. Because sometimes, it only takes one person's experience to help light the way for someone else. A real-life story to inspire you. "I'm 67 years old," she said, her voice soft but steady. "And for a long time, I spent my days in silence. I live alone, and there were weeks, yes, weeks, where I didn't speak to a single person." She wasn't sad, exactly. But she felt invisible. Like the world had gently moved on, without her. Then one morning, she saw a flyer at the grocery store. Craft class for seniors, no experience needed. Just bring yourself. She almost threw it away. But something about it, the simplicity, the warmth, made her pause. Maybe I'll just try once, she thought. And so she went. She walked into that little community room not knowing a soul. But after just 1 month, 1 class a week, something shifted. I made friends. We laughed over crooked stitches and shared stories from our childhoods. I found myself smiling more. Sleeping better. Feeling younger. And then she said something that stayed with me. I didn't think one small action could change how I felt about my life. But it did. It truly did. So if you're listening to this today, wondering if you should try something new, let this be your sign. Maybe it's not the craft class. Maybe it's line dancing. Or joining a book club. Or just going for a walk with someone from your neighborhood. But whatever it is, take that first small step. Because one small step can open the door to connection, joy, and a whole new version of you. So here's the truth, my friend. Retirement isn't a full stop. It's a comma, a gentle pause before the next beautiful sentence. It's the perfect time to explore what you may have once set aside, the hobbies, the people, the passions that made your heart come alive. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. But what if, just once a week, you stepped outside your front door, joined a circle, a class, a walk, a chat? Because growing older doesn't mean growing lonelier. Not if your heart still wants to live fully. And it does. The world still wants to meet you. Your smile. Your story. Your presence. They matter, maybe now more than ever. Have you joined a community activity since retiring? We'd love to hear your story, no matter how small it may seem. Drop a comment below and share your experience, because your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if this message warmed your heart, if it made you think, maybe I could try something new. Don't forget to subscribe to Golden Life Stories, where every week, we bring you real stories, gentle wisdom, and simple joys to help you live well and love life after 50. You're not alone. You never were. And your best days? They just might be ahead.